What up, Solar fam? It's your boy Richard here. As you can see, tonight I'll be the podcast host. As teased earlier, we got an awesome interview lined up. It's going to be hype. It's going to be someone you never expected. It's none other than the man himself. And the best way to introduce him is by asking him, what color is your Bugatti?
Huh, Rich. First of all, thanks for having me. This is awesome. This is going to be the greatest podcast you probably ever have. You know why? Because I'm the real top fucking G. Alpha male. That's what I do. That's where I come from. You want to know where I come from, Rich? It's called Alpha fucking G. All right? So, to answer your question about my Bugatti, right? All I got to say is, which one, Rich? I got 5 countries full. Come on, Rich. You know better. Did you do your research?
My apologies, G. My apologies, G. But for the people who are not watching, maybe you want to start off with what your name is?
Yeah, it's the top fucking G. I don't need any introduction. I'm actually insulted that you tried to introduce me. Andrew Tate.
Okay, Andrew Tate. All right. So for anyone who's new to this podcast or new to joining or whatever, we got the man himself, Andrew Tate. And if you're unfamiliar with him, Google him. You'll see how big of a badass this dude is.
Google, that's funny. I think I tried to buy them. They said no, just because I offered too much fucking money.
Weren't you the most Googled man last year?
Yeah, I was. Because I tried to fucking buy him, Rich. Come on.
Ah, shit, that makes sense. But so this podcast is a different turn. We're not talking about me or what I do or my project. We're strictly talking about you. So with that being said, you've been in the news, you've been in the headlines, you've blown up all over social media. Your popularity is just skyrocketing. But the biggest question everyone has currently is what's going on? Why are you on house arrest?
I mean, if you already done your research, like you said, people can Google me, Rich. It's it's everywhere. And when I say everywhere, it's every fucking where. All right. House arrest, it's been challenging. My personal chefs burn shit. I can only golf 9 holes. 9 holes. I'm used to 36. Look at me, Rich. 36. And I'm golfing 9. I'm like getting holes in 1 every fucking day because I'm so fucking good at it. It's insane.
So it definitely sounds like house arrest has been challenging to say the least. It's unfortunate to hear about your personal chefs. I'm terribly sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just bring a new one in every week. It's just what it is at this point. It's an expectation that I just have new chefs. I'm feeling continental burgers. I don't really eat burgers, but when I do continental, I'll eat some fucking Mexican food straight from Mexico City itself. I import that shit. Romanian food. I don't even know what we fucking eat here, but it's fucking good.
Yeah,
What
I
do you,
mean, you've been posting it like at least once every other day, the struggles you're going through right now with house arrest. Like I saw you on a Bugatti scooter rolling around in your house. What's up with that? That looks fucking terrible.
First of all, calling it a scooter, Rich, that's a real low T energy. I just can't get over it. It's called a Vespa. And yeah, off of my 175 acres, I can only roll around for a couple miles. You know how much miles per gallon that Vespa gets, Rich? It gets at least 99. I don't know. I didn't read the owner's manual, okay? But at least bare minimum, I'm talking bottom of the barrel, just guesstimating 99 miles per gallon. And I'm only riding on 175 acres. You do the math.
Like I said, our hearts go out to you, man. It sounds terrible. Sounds like you're struggling. You're barely getting by. You know, the courage you're going through right now is just it's inspiring. With that being said, I mean, you're most known to inspire people. It's what you do, especially when it comes to, fitness. You know, there's been leaked images of you sparring and boxing and practicing in house arrest. Your arms are looking jacked, man, but if you thought about doing some crunches, and I mean that no disrespect, G.
It's kind of hard to do crunches right when you're sipping on this. Do you know what this is, Rich? I'll give
No
you
idea.
one guess. One guess. Try.
Moonshine.
It's whiskey,
Oh
Rich.
shit.
Yeah. So you know how much proofs this is? It's 225 proof. You know where you get this shit, Rich? I'll give you another guess. Guess.
Romania?
No, you don't get it anywhere because it's not fucking real, Rich. This is a figment of your imagination. But if you work hard enough and you put in the time and the fucking effort, Rich, you could get this. You could get this.
Inspiring. You truly are
Ah!
inspiring.
That's 225 proof battle cry, Rich. Every time I drink this, I go full blown battle mode. You have to fight that. If you want to fight demons, you drink this. If you want to fight angels, you smoke this while you're drinking that. That's Cuban. It's fucking Cuban. What else
Seems
you
like
got?
seems like you're living the good life. I'm not gonna lie. So I know you've been interviewed countless times, you've been attacked countless times. You've even, if I remember correctly, a couple months ago, you changed your Twitter bio to most Googled man in the world to most Googled female in the world.
Never
Why?
happened. It never happened, Rich. Next subject. I don't I don't entertain these kind of atrocities of me. Okay. I would never do that. It's just not true. Top dog.
Makes sense, makes sense. Well, I mean, so you are currently on house arrest. You are,
Established.
my apologies. You are struggling on house arrest as well. Thoughts and prayers to you and your family. And speaking of family, you also have your brother. How's he holding up in these hard times?
I don't know. He's on the other side of the house all the time. Like I have to walk a mile just to find him. It's crazy. It's like a game of hide and seek every time I try to walk around this house. I can't find the fucking bathroom. I always have to go in a bucket, but it's the nicest fucking bucket you'll ever see. And then my brother, he'll just pop out around the corner. And go, scares me. It scares me, Rich.
So, on a scale of top to G, where's your brother at on the scale?
I mean, you tell me. He's my brother. It runs in his blood.
Makes sense. Would you say you're intimidated by him since he, comes from the same bloodline? He's got those same alpha instincts as you.
Well, Rich, I'm going to answer your question with another question. Have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
I have.
You have. What's your favorite episode?
Uh, Probably the one where the dude gets his face smashed in.
Yeah, that's an everyday occurrence for me. It's crazy. But when you have a brother that shares the same last name, it's the House of Tate now. We conquer, Rich. We have an empire. We conquer. We forge these bigger houses with these women that we have. So, one thing that's awesome about Romania, right, is that we create a nuclear family with multiple women. It's insane. So, if you want to talk about building empires and building legacies, you got to fight these demons through this 225 proof 225 proof, Rich. I'm not going to say it again, but it's 225 proof. All right. You fight them with that. You smoke a fucking stove like this and you build a house, you build an empire. So when you say, am I intimidated by my brother? Am I intimidated by him? No. We're on a mission together. We are divine creatures sent to this earth, Rich, and we are building back whatever we want. It hasn't even happened yet. Maybe it has. I don't know. I don't just constrain myself the time. Time constrains itself to me. It's always my time, Rich. So no, I'm not intimidated. We are building the House of Tate.
Absolutely. Well said. Makes sense. I mean, with that being said, we've, seen these pictures with you, your brother, and like four other jack dudes. Now, I've seen a lot of comments with people like, hey, this looks like an intro to a gay porno or something. But I mean, what are your thoughts on that? And why do you take so many pictures with so many half naked guys?
I'll tell you what, Rich. When you don't have inspiration from these low T energy bitches surrounding the internet now, you have to surround yourself with these high T masculine males. Gay allegations, not me. Free love, would never preach against it. But if I want some inspiration, the mirror can only take me so far. I got to surround myself with real top dogs just like me to give myself some inspiration on a day-to-day basis. So that's why I take these pictures. I'm here to inspire. Like I said, do you know what the definition of divine is, Rich?
I believe it's Andrew Tate, isn't that?
And you're fucking correct. I wouldn't change that definition for the world. And when you're divine, you surround yourself with people that are like minded, that want to fight their demons, drink this whiskey, and really push through to the upper level. And that's what I want to surround myself with. That's why I take these pictures.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I think I'm gonna start doing that too. Call a couple buddies up, let's get half naked, let's take pictures, let's show the world who we are. We're top G's.
Yeah, it's bro as fuck. It's not gay. Like I said, free love. I don't care if you are. I don't care if you're whatever you want to be. It's bro as fuck. You surround yourself with winners, Rich.
Half naked winners, to be precise. I like it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm glad you're seeing the other side of the rainbow right now. You know what's on the other side, Rich? I'll give you another guess.
Four half naked guys.
Yeah, it's called a pot of gold. It's sick.
Boom. I'm learning. I'm learning.
So, speaking of inspirations, I know that you're on your own inspiring journey too. Tell us a little bit about that. You like that? I took over the host. Tell us about you.
That's what you do, man. That's what you do. You just come in no matter what the situation and you just take lead. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. That's why we reached out to you. We wanted some tips and tricks. Like, how can we lead better? How can we function better? So I'm going to tell my other two co-founders, like, yo, it's half naked time. Let's get to it. This is how we win. This is how we succeed. Yeah, going back to you inspired me. Kept seeing all these pictures of you, boxing like this and shit. And like, I was like, man, that's who my role model is. That's the guy right there. So each day I wake up, I have a giant poster of you in my bedroom. My wife thinks it's fucking weird, but she's not a top G,
I love
right?
it. I love it.
Instead of 5 Hail Marys, I do 5 kisses to the forehead, no homo. Bow
Love it.
down. I said, this is for you. The cardio session I'm about to do is for you. I go ahead, cardio for 30 minutes. I'm done. I check in with the poster, debrief you, let you know, like, hey, man, I did this. I did this for you. I did this for us. And then it's weights. And this is where it comes in. I noticed you hate crunches. So I'm like, man, fuck that ab shit, right? It's all about the arms.
Yep.
So I beat my meat before I lift. I gotta loosen them up. It's like a good stretch. Once
Naturally.
my loose, the endorphins are running. I'm like, all right, let's take this on. Live for another 40 minutes. When I'm done, shower, 5 kisses again. Hey, man, I did this for us. You'd be happy. And you're here now. What do you think? You happy with that?
I mean, I think that's the best inspiration out there. You know, it's funny talking to you. Where's the other guy, Ian?
Hopefully he's getting ripped, right? I know he's got a poster of you and your brother. So when you think of alphas, think of him. He's got them both.
Honestly, Ian needs to be shirtless all the time. I was like, yes, I'm gonna be on the Intersolar podcast, right? The Intersolar, that's INTER. We could put a dash. I don't know if you want to, but solar afterwards, SOLAR. And the host Ian, I was looking forward to talking to the good looking one, but I never settled, but I guess I will.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Gonna have to ask for your forgiveness later there, Mr. G.
It's
But yeah, I
okay.
mean, you're an inspiration. It's me and my family. My two little kids, they don't understand it, they don't get it. They will eventually, right? So once they're a little bit older, I'm gonna hang up posters of you in their room. I'm gonna hang up a poster of you in my wife's closet. We all need that inspiration. We all need that top G energy.
Coin that phrase right there. Coin that phrase right now.
TGE, top G energy.
Oh, that's a business idea. Run with it. Every time you think you can't, you really can't. And so if you don't just go headstrong into whatever you're trying to do, TGE, I'm going to say that one more time. TGE is the best thing I've heard in a while.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So if you're not inspired now, I dare you to try to get more inspired. You probably can't.
I mean, that's what you're well known for, is you're an inspiration to any male ages 4 and up. So, I mean, that being said, you're here, you're on this podcast, you're struggling on house arrest, you're losing Bugattis, you're getting framed for all these ridiculous accusations. I mean, if you could just throw out a couple cents or even a sentence, but you're top G, so I expect, nothing but the finest wordsmith that's about to come out of your mouth to inspire the youth, what would you tell them?
Stay in school. Don't do drugs unless you really, really want to. And be Andrew fucking Tate. That's all you got to do. You got to just put your mind to the metal, right? And when I say that, I mean hard fucking animanium. I'm talking Wolverine shit. You might not heal like him, but you should act like you can. Go out there, push yourself to the limits. To the limits. Every time you go through it, you're pushing yourself. Keep pushing yourself. Fight your demons, and then just keep on going. Pedal to the metal. That's all you need. Be divine.
More than a couple cents, but yeah, well said, well said.
Yeah, I got my Harry Potter book right next to me with the floating feather, just writing all this shit down. It's how I keep my journals at night, really. I have this thing called a dream journal. It's called my autobiography, all right? So every time I talk, it writes. It writes my dreams, what I'm living, what I'm doing right now. So I highly recommend that you journal that too. Find that, go to Hogwarts. I don't care. Hogwarts is the place to be. I never met Harry Potter, but he claims he met me. I don't claim that, okay? I don't. But if I did meet him, I probably changed him for the better.
Oh, no doubt he would have not defeated Voldemort if it wasn't for you.
Yeah. He
That's a
wouldn't
safe assumption to say, right?
he wouldn't be the boy who lived that came to die. Okay? He didn't die. Spoiler alert, he's alive and kicking.
Yeah, I mean, you're changing lives everywhere globally, magically. There is truly no other like you on this fucking planet.
Truth. Truth.
Yeah, man, this has been a humbling experience to talk to the man, the legend, my inspiration. It's been nuts. I just wanted to say thank you for your time.
Pleasure's been mine, Rich. I appreciate you and everything you do. Once again, give that poster of me 5 kisses. Put up a poster of Ian because he's an inspiration too. He's divine. I would go out on a limb saying that he's probably changed more lives than me. And that's saying a lot, Rich. He's not on this TikTok bullshit, just getting out there, shaking his ass, having his tits waving in the air like the American flag. God bless America. He's out there killing it, Rich. Take notes.
Well, I guess let me ask you another question. If we somehow convinced him to shake his ass on TikTok, do you think that would help boost our social media presence? I mean, there's already no doubt in my mind that once we, upload this video and it's there to the public, it's gonna blow up. There's gonna be millions of people like, oh my gosh, Andrew Tate. They're not even gonna remember me interviewing you. This will be 110% just about you. So should
Sure.
Ian shake his ass on TikTok?
That's the question I was waiting for, Rich. That would be some high tea energy from Ian. I'm not saying, Ian, go out and do it. Look in my eyes. I'm not saying go out and shake your ass like some sort of bimbo on TikTok, but you can. And you'll probably kill it, get endorsements. I don't know what all goes into there. I don't fuck with that. All right. But I don't think he'll do it.
He must be a pussy or something then.
Hey. You see this? Ah! I'm going to fight my demons to come through this computer screen right now and just manhandle you. Okay? Don't ever disrespect Ian like that.
My apologies, Top G. My apologies.
It's fine. I'll let this one slide just because of that poster. I don't want to taint that poster. I have an image.
I will do 10 tonight.
Give $20 to Ian and we'll call it even.
Okay. I'll see. I'll see about that.
Actually, that's rookie numbers, Rich. You see, I don't get Bugattis from handing out $20. I get Bugattis from handing out thousands of dollars. Hand out thousands of dollars to Ian. Okay? He deserves it. Like I said, he's not on TikTok trying to get all this bullshit endorsements, shaking his ass. He can if he really wants to, Rich. But he deserves it.
Fair enough. I'm convinced. I'm gonna Venmo him straight after this call. Inspiration.
If he tells me that you didn't do it, there's going to be hell to pay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Rest assured, Top G, it's happening.
I'll hold you to that, Rich. I'll hold you to that.
Well, I mean, with that being said, you answered all my questions. Are there any closing statements you want to provide to the public?
On a real note, Rich, on a real note, find your inspiration.
I
Everyone
already
watching
found
this,
it. I already found it. It's you, man.
I know
Top G.
I'm trying to lead other people to that too.
But you
It might
can't when
not.
you're so inspirational.
Yeah,
It
you have to.
just doesn't happen.
You have to take baby steps, right? You can't just get to top G level trying to be top G off the bat. You got to take baby steps. You want to try to be like you, Rich. You want to try to get out there, put yourself out there, change the world. And then once you accomplish that, you're borderline divine. And then you can try to be Ian, right? Ian's just up there. I can't say enough good things about the guy because he's just there. If you look at him, he just oozes divinity. If you want to really know what this is Ian's P. 225 proof, Rich. 225 proof. Once you accomplish that, then you can start saying my name. And when you start saying my name, things start to change. So you want to find that inspiration. You want to find those baby steps, right? To make a living. You want to just not live. You want to make a living so you can exceed your own life. Every time, do you watch Dragon Ball Z, Rich? I'll ask you that.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah. So Goku, inspiration. He's actually who I look up to. It teaches life lessons. Listen. It teaches life lessons where you think you hit your limit. You don't know what your limit is because you're limitless. Reach inside you, go Super Saiyan God, and then do the Ultra Instinct and keep leveling up. All right? I'm going to say that again. Keep leveling up. You're going to find that inspiration somewhere, somehow. All the listeners here, be inspired. Go out, change the world. It doesn't
This
need a
was a
round of applause.
movie. If this was a movie, that would have just won a Emmy for best performance. Well said. Well said.
This movie doesn't have an ending. It has a to be continued. What will I do next? I don't know. But to be continued.
Well, this was a great interview and would definitely want you back, Mr. Top G. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, bring some more to the table. You always got me.
Well said. Well said. Well, hey, appreciate your time and thank you for this interview.
Hey, my pleasure, Rich. Thank you for having me. Adios.